Morning. Oh, it's a lovely morning. Let's just prop the door open. Oh, it's lovely and it's early and the birds have been busy. Now I need coffee and then I'm going to show you, it's a huge list. Oh, there's a robin on it. Oh, it's so nice. I'm glad there's a robin singing nearby. I'll just get this coffee. I'm parched. It's breakfast. 7 AM. Did I say that already? I don't know. Cheers, everybody. Oh, delish. Right, I'll show you the list. I've not seen it this big. So it's, wow. Oh, the robins singing. So we've got a dunnock, a robin, a wren, a cold tit, a blackbird, a blue tit, a great tit, a wood pigeon, a herring gull. I didn't realise. I knew there was different varieties of gulls, seagulls, but yeah, I remember it saying once a yellow feet gull. I mean, I never knew. Collared dove. Brilliant. Oh, did I say wood pigeon? I think I did. What was that one? Oh, that would be a magpie. That's not picking. Oh, yeah, there you are. There's the magpie. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that app. It's so good. And it doesn't have adverts or anything like that. I think it's done by, I think it's the Canadian, like, hold up here, I'm going to mangle this word. Ornithology? No, that's not it. Or, you know, the scientific name for birds, interests in birds. Yeah, that. But so they did it for the love of birds, which is flipping amazing. Ah, yeah. So plans today: drink coffee. I will paint last coat, hopefully, should be on this, so I can get this table stroke bench stroke bunk bed back on there, and I'll clear the front garden. That will be the flower garden. That's at the front of the shed because it's wild and needs attending, sort of ASAP, partly because it's at the front, partly because I don't want to be told off for not doing certain, you know, you've got to have a certain amount of cultivation stroke, yeah, you know, all of that, and I'm probably under that, so I need to at least make a start on that. Yeah, so I've got my fork so I can loosen the soil, so that pulling up the massive amount of, well, the weed stroke flowers that were there was a few, like poppies and whatnot, everything's died back a little bit. We'll put it up a bit easier, but also I've got the 2 council green bags to take away with me, take it all away. And a lot of you were saying about the compost bins that are sort of thrown in that area behind the shed. Really good idea. I don't know if I've said this before, I can't remember, but it is, and I will. Yeah, I'm going to definitely use them for that. That's such a good idea. I'm really glad I didn't bother getting rid of them earlier, because thanks to you, I know Nigel was one, and I know there's a few others, I can't remember, sorry, who said, oh Mel did as well, but said use them as compost bins, just stand it upright, put your stuff in. That will help get rid of some of that extra, that stuff. And I will put them next to the other compost bins, but I thought, because there's that risk of toppling over, if I push down some of those long bamboo sticks I have, they're really tall, and have it butted up against that like a small fence of them, in order so that the water butt stroke compost bin doesn't top over into the next door's neighbouring plot. That's what I'm thinking in my mind, and hopefully that will work, because it's all about the ground. Can you push it in? Sometimes the ground's very compact and it's really hard to get something into the ground. That's the only thing. And they're so tall, these bamboo sticks, there's no banging with a mallet or anything like that. Just check if there's any more birds. Oh, jackdaw. That's new. Oh, and I heard a rim before. I mean, I can't identify the sound. I left it to play, you know, or record rather, while I was doing other bits. Yeah. Oh, well, the sun's coming out, but there's meant to be more rain, so I thought I'd come early before the rain started. Plus, I've got other things to do today. Yeah. It's difficult in the summer holidays because there are other things, like the kids aren't at school, all that kind of stuff, and they will come back later because I need their help. We're going to stream. We're going to do that in the afternoon. It's like a job for them. They're going to help me with that. But this morning it's like a plot 25 plus 1 jobs, you know. Oh, and harvesting, more harvesting, the runner beans. And Karen Twinton, I hope you saw that short because I put a thanks to you in the description because you're the one who said, oh, you know, cut them diagonally, bag them, freeze them. Don't bother with blanching and all that kind of stuff because a lot of people think that that's what you should do, and I did. Which is probably why I wasn't really kind of getting it together to do because it's a bit of a faff. But I bagged 3 bags and I did a little short of that. And then when it was roast dinner last night, I thought, well, I want to grab one of those bags because I just wanted to see. It was already frozen because I did it early in the morning. And I bunged it, you know, got it into the saucepan. I mean, they were brilliant, perfect, from full on frozen. Nothing wrong with them whatsoever. I was really pleased. And nice and easy. So just gotta, all that it takes is get my Audible on, have the big pile of runner beans, work through them, get them cut up, bag them, freeze them. There's no hot boiling water to do, no fishing them out, all of that, none of that. That's a real game changer in terms of actually getting motivated to do it. Anything that's, well, yeah, you know, you're bordering on lazy. It's kind of, you know, you want to find the easiest route, don't you? And so Karen, thanks for that. That was really good. And I've sort of spreading the word, which is a good idea because, you know, if it helps someone else not bother with the blanching, all the better. I think the birds have stopped. So I'm going to turn this off. That's 21 minutes that's been recording. I mean, they haven't stopped, but you know what I mean? It's not picking up anything new. So that's good. Right, jobs. What to start with? I think we'll start outside because it is meant to be raining from 8 o'clock. So I'm going to put you on the tripod and get out there and start weeding on a large level. at the old sign. See if I can use it as a prop. Oh God, hot. The strimmer can do everything that's not woody, you know. The edges, clean up the edges. Kind of want to leave these globe thistles in place. I'll definitely try and get some of these more seeds. If anyone wants seeds of these, let me know, because then I'll sort of give me more impetus to actually do it. Oh, yeah, hot. Don't stop. These could do with propping up as well, but yeah, have to think of something. Oh, string. Of course. Right, come on. Nearly there, really, for the big woody stuff. Everything else can be strimmed back, and then I can cover it with cardboard. Obviously the rosemary stain. I don't know if it can hear me actually, because the microphone's over there. Oh. Never mind. Oh. Right, let's try and get close to the... Or get some string. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh. Right, got a lot of string. A long piece anyway. This is interesting. Right, let's get this, try and tie it to something. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that was the wood on these what do you call it, wooden beds, deep beds, you know. If you heard that, I don't know if I was on camera, I probably wasn't, to be fair, but oh, string broke. Okay, that's no good. Right, get my gloves back on. Oh, that's spiky. Ugh. Not sure what else I can use. String wise, that string obviously isn't really strong enough for the weight. If you have any ideas, let me know, because that's not very pretty. But it does mean you can see my new sign for number 26. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. There-ish. I can't see, I'm not wearing my glasses. Right, well, look, that's pretty all right. And I'm going to trim the edges as soon as it hits 8. But I think I'd have a rest, have a coffee. That all can be trimmed because it's all grass mainly. It's all this very woody stems along here, all the flowers and whatnot, or wildflowers. But I want this to be a garden flowers area for next year. It'd be lovely. Something to look out to on the, what with the hollyhocks over there, because I think she does that every year, and then the lovely roses. I mean, it'd be lovely. Yeah, right, coffee, I think. It gets quite hot. It's not hot, it's just close, I suppose. And it had rained. I'm going to take this off so you don't hear the... It's not, I say slurp, but what I mean is swallow. That's the bit I don't like. Let's leave that there. Hopefully that's okay. I had to save some comments that I wanted to, you know, coffee and comments, as it were. Oh, it's 10 to 8. Right, what am I doing? Steaming up my glasses. Carol Piddy, I did like your comment about the runner beans, and I will give that a go. You said, hi Kerry, love your channels. Many years ago, before everyone had fridges and freezers, my mum used to salt her runner beans, cut the beans in strips and started with a layer of salt, alternate salt and beans, covering each layer as you go, ending with salt. Add the lid and store, giving a shake when you remember. When you want to use them, open, wash well in cold water to get rid of what is now brine, and cook as normal. They keep their colour better and are still crisp. Good tip when you run out of freezer room. Happy memories, keep gardening, hugs Carol. That's really good, Carol. I really like that. I'm definitely going to try that. I presume we should use a jar. Oh God, I'm steaming up my glasses. I presume she used a jar, Carol. But yeah, I love that. I'm definitely going to try that. And like you say, when you run out of freezer room, but I'll experiment and give it a go. I'm sure you'll, you know, just because it'll be, and I could make a little short out of it. I'd like that because it's handy to know stuff like that. Yeah, cool. That's brilliant. Thank you. I've started saving jars. That you know, like when you get bolognese sauce, all that kind of stuff. Get rid of the label because I also want to make Boysenberry Jam, because I've got quite a lot of boysenberries, and the boys love jam, and I think they might help me make it actually. If I don't make it on the channel, I don't know. Shall I make it on the cooking channel? I should. If I have plenty, I'm definitely going to really help that plant grow large for the future. For next year, I think it will be even better, because I cut it back at the wrong time, because I thought I was going to get rid of it. I'm so glad I didn't. It's because it was thornless. I thought, oh, you know, I just went on to do other things, because there was all these brambles along where the runner beans are, all the way up and down. And Al and the boys helped me. They got rid of them all for me, because that was such a big job, and they got rid of it. Oh, right. Oh, this is when it was raining. Treasure Rescue. I don't know your name. Well, you might have told me, but I've forgotten it. But you said, I love the sights and sounds of the rain. Oh, I'm steaming up. So peaceful. We don't have allotments here in my part of Pennsylvania. My cousin in Washington State has one though. Well, that's really interesting. I wonder why historically Pennsylvania didn't develop that. Thanks, Treasure Rescue, for that. There's Jim and Maury, Bimbo Clack. Thanks. First thing first, that table you keep referring to is my bunk bed or bed. Secondly, maybe just a shed to you, but 'tis our summer pad to us. It's good to see young Jim helping out and Jack in an earlier vlog. Lads to be proud of, which we know you and our are. Anyway, enough of all that. Well done, you, making brilliant progress and putting us lads to shame. Don't tell the boss I said that. The super thanks is a little towards super summer pad. Oh, thanks, Jim and Maury. That was a few days ago. I am catching up. Oh, you're very, very kind. Yeah, I need to get that summer pad sign sorted out. And I'm planning on the pond, but that's going to be an autumn job when it gets a bit cooler, aka the swimming pool. I really would like to have frogs, although you may not like that. If you're stepping out for a wee, you're going to tread on a frog. Yeah, get those, because there are a lot of snails and slugs, and they are eating my young plants. So next year, pond equals frogs, stroke toads, and yeah. I don't know, I would love to get a wildlife camera, but the only thing with that is I have thought about that, is if you had it on, but the trouble is it might catch the other allotmentees. There's not enough privacy, you know, like, unless you could angle it in such a way where it was sort of looking just at the ground and hardly at all at the, you know. That's the only possibility I think which might work, right deep in the middle of a plot, especially plot 25 plus 1, plot 25, because yeah, but this is on the edge, and you know, and you don't want anyone seeing it, especially a nefarious type who might nick it. Luckily, stuff like that has not happened at all. It's a nice morning, that's for sure. Let's have a look for another comment before I get on with well, I'm going to paint a second coat. Paint a second coat, trim, because it'll be after 8 by then, and harvest more runner beans and anything else. But the cucumbers are really growing, Mill. They're getting really fat. But I tell you what, the temptation to pick them is huge. So impatient. Heather Stockley, he said, this is a while ago again. I am catching up and lovely to share your allotment shed life again, Kerry. I've just downloaded the Merlin Bird ID app. It is really good, isn't it? Richard Hubby was a farmer and really knows about birds of the feathered variety, I hope. And I aim to learn to identify birds via their songs with the app and surprise him. Aww. Although, like you, I did know yours was the wood pigeon. Yeah, I mean, so he must have taught me something. Oh, thanks, Heather. That's lovely. Yeah, it did put me in mind of the first time I heard a wood pigeon, and I remember it well because I'd never heard them in northwest London where I grew up. You just didn't hear them. I don't ever remember them. So it's distinctively. I used to go visit Hayling Island with my mum and my stepdad. His parents lived on Hayling Island. Beautiful place. I mean, honestly, coming from Kilburn, Hayling Island was like paradise, honestly. And obviously in those days, kids could roam free. So me and my brother would go cycling, and there wasn't hardly any car traffic, but like there is today. You know, it was the roads, and never remember a car passing us. You know, while we're biking on these country lanes with kind of that tree canopy thing that you get. Oh, I love a tree canopy on a road, honestly. I think maybe that's why. And then that sound, this wood pigeon sound. So you're biking along, the air smells sweet and beautiful, not polluted and like fumes of cars and stuff. Oh, it was wonderful. And that's the first time I heard a wood pigeon. Oh, honestly, it was like being in heaven. It really was. I used to love that. Hayling Island was great. It had a little adventure, not adventure, like a theme park, a really little weeny theme park that had a wooden roller coaster, all made out of wood. I mean, God, Jesus. I remember, we went on it, and I really can't do things like that these days. I couldn't go on anything like that, anything high, anything that flies about. I think I'm going to die, so I tend to not bother doing any of that. But, you know, this was a real, and it was clackety, you know, oh my God. It was a great little theme park, right by the sea, and we used to swim in the sea. Oh, it was lovely. And my stepdad's dad had a black Labrador called Blossom. Oh, beautiful dog. Yeah, bliss, bliss. So yeah, the wood pigeons, I think it's a lovely sound. Do pigeons, what's the difference between a wood pigeon and a pigeon? Does anyone know? And does anyone ever see baby pigeons? And they always all do, they spring out of the ground, adult pigeons. So I wonder what if there is a difference. I mean, I could Google this, but it'll be, I'm sure someone will know. Yeah, curious. I mean, we call them flying rats in London, especially Trafalgar Square. I mean, we used to be able to feed them. I don't think they do allow that now. When it was a full proper roundabout, not this weird thing that they've done now, where they've, you know, which I suppose is better for pedestrians. We used to climb on the lion on Trafalgar Square. That was great fun. But that's roaming free without any adults with us. So, you know, got up to some stuff, running around. I remember walking down Downing Street, you know, before it was gated off. Because you could, and it was a novelty, you know, not so much a novelty, but it was kind of mad that you could walk down the street that the Prime Minister lived on. Not, you couldn't get, I think it's a dead end, but you walk it, look at the front door, and then walk out again. Mad. Yeah, I'm warbling now, so I think it's time to crack on. What was next? Painting the shed. Get that started. Yeah, come on. Slap it on. That's what I say. Right, I'm going to paint to this. Well, all of that there, but I want to paint from this side, not all the way down, because it's going to get hidden. Well, not all of it anyway, apart from the only bits that can be seen. No point wasting paint on areas that can't be seen. And I've got to screw this in here, but I'll worry about that after. Because it involves flipping, changing the screw. Oh no, no, no. And once they get this bench back in place and tidy the shed, and then think about more. Well, certainly utilising this plywood I've got actually, for especially these bits. If I'm sawing, I might be able to bring the wood bench and all of that stuff here, do it here. Painting is done on this side. This means that I can, once it's dry, it won't take long, but I'll probably moving the bench till the next visit, because I've just got to do harvesting and then go home. Maybe later actually. Yeah, so painted then. I painted the wooden bits as well. It's sort of sunk into the wood a little bit, but that's fine. Gives it a little bit more. Well, it's better than being brown. Yeah, and I broke my oh god, my tripod fell over outside. I mean, it's such a tight space, and broke my attachment, so I can't use that until I find a replacement. But I don't even know what brand it is, this tripod. Never mind. Yeah, let's go harvesting. It was raining a little bit. In fact, let's have a quick look, a recap of that area, which looks a lot better. I will trim it, but because it's actually raining right now, so I'll have to wait for that next time. But look, my sunflowers will be coming out soon. Isn't that fun? And these are great because they they're not just one sunflower. They have multiple. What's the word? Oh, bush variety. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. So, can you see my new sign? I hope. There, it's that big piece of slate there. Lovely. It's been painted on. Yeah, so we're after rudder beans and, well, anything. I'll show you the cucumbers are looking brilliant. That's my other sign. New sign. I'm very pleased with that. It's all varnished, so it's protected, but look. Wow. And there's loads of cucumbers are coming. It's looking fantastic. There's loads. If you just... Loads of little baby ones. I've kind of put a brick there to try to get them off the ground. This makes my skin itch, this cucumber stuff. Leaves. Look, fantastic. Yeah, I love the flowering nasturtiums are beautiful. And check that out. It's beautiful flower. These are my other tomatoes. They were in later. They're looking like they're all right at the moment. Starting to really rain. In fact, I do want to harvest the corn. So pick one which has got the brownest stem like that. I wonder if you... I'm not sure how you do this. Oh dear. Oh. Wow. Should we have a look?